Janine Leslie with the American and Canadian national anthems, hitting all the high notes very nicely. Get this crowd revved up for this Thursday night action at the Joe Louis Arena. Bob Myers, the referee tonight. He'll be assisted by Ron Finn and the veteran Leon Stickle as the linesman tonight. Starting in goal tonight for the Canucks is Frank Caprice, his first game this season, the first game he has played in the National Hockey League since last April 3rd. So he has no stats as of yet in the National Hockey League. And Greg Stefan is back in the nets. His last win Saturday afternoon in New Jersey, where he was out the last 13 minutes after colliding with the goalpost. He is all right. He's off to his best start ever with a 6-3-2 record and a 3.04 goals against average. Second of 3 meetings this season between the Canucks and the Red Wings. The Red Wings won the first one in Vancouver 3-2, and Stefan was the #1 star of that game as he plays it up the boards here to Joe Murphy. Murphy got it to...
Brings it in offside as Huber and Boyd are starting on defense for Vancouver, as the Canucks coach Bob McCammon is going with the same lineup that won against Pittsburgh.
You certainly notice a big difference around the Vancouver Canuck hockey team, whether it be in the hotel or on the team bus. Since they've been on a winning streak, they've really changed their attitude. You know, it used to be where the team was down in the dumps on the road, but now...
Finally got himself a head coaching job and seemed pretty relaxed day before the game. He said, you know, we're getting there. We're struggling, but...
Well, they've got the old Philadelphia connection running the club with Pat Quinn as the president, general manager, and McCammon as the head coach.
See their guidebook, official yearbook. You've got the 3 of them on the front. Signed points one way to Vancouver and back the other way from Philadelphia.
The other one being Brian Burke, who is director of operations for the Canucks. Opening minute of play here as a former Vancouver Canuck himself, Doug Hallward, played it over to Huda. Huda played it off the boards. It bounced right in front. Stefan able to clear it to Gallant. Yzerman, Gallant, and Probert. The big line out there for Detroit is Gallant. Flips it in wide of Caprice. Probert battling with Lanthier, who was just called up from the Fredericton Express of the American Hockey League. And now Garth Butcher across the line. Butcher's centering pass was blocked. It's picked off by Gallant. He'll start it back. He was checked by Tanti, and the puck rolls back into the Vancouver zone. Taken there by Jim Benning. Now to Butcher. Lead pass got by everybody. Stefan out of the net, but he lets Kocur handle it. Go Kocur now. Draws a penalty here from Tanti on the delayed call. Stefan heading for the bench across the line. Veitch took a shot that was blocked. Tambellini goes down. Now it comes to Oates. Sends it out front. A shot here. Screen. Caprice never saw it. It went wide. Wings still have it with the extra attacker out there. It comes back center ice. And they'll try to regroup one more time. Up the middle it goes for Shawn Burr. Now for Veitch. Veitch wheeling back. Canucks have to touch the puck and get control, and now they do, as it is touched by Tambellini, and the Red Wings will have the first power play opportunity. A little bit less than 2 minutes into the hockey game, no score. Mike.
We got a lot of
Mike Smith. I'm hearing their director on the commercial cue.
We heard both of you that time. Tony Tanti in the box for the Vancouver Canucks, hooking the call on Joe Kocur, who came around to the left of Greg Stefan. Red Wings' first power play of the hockey game. A minute 55 in. There's a look at it right there. Just a little tug on the hip, and down went Kocur. And we follow true to form with a penalty very early in these hockey games.
This time going against the Red Wing opponent. Wings 0 for 2 on the power play Tuesday night in Washington when the Capitals had 7. Red Wings have converted 5 of their last 22 for 22.7%, but all 5 of those came Saturday in the game against New Jersey. Across the line comes Oates now. His pass was blocked by Rich Sutter. Now in along the end boards, Willie Huber, the former Red Wing, battling with Oates. Now here's Ashton. Brent Ashton takes it to the corner, drops it back. Oates could not corral the pass, and Lidster, the Vancouver defenseman, will play it down the ice.
3 guys on one side, nobody over there to cover up as Ashton dumped it behind the net.
Norwood back to get it, pressured by Tambellini. It goes now to O'Connell. Now it's Yzerman, Probert, Gallant up front with Norwood and O'Connell on the point. Yzerman takes over across the line. Holds up, tries to send it to Probert, who had it knocked away by Tambellini. And back is O'Connell now for Joe Murphy. Murphy now playing the point, along with O'Connell. The pass comes now to Gallant. Gerard Gallant drops it to Yzerman. Wings trying to spread it out now. Yzerman had it knocked away. Good work by Tambellini in the shorthanded situation. Vancouver next to last in the league in penalty killing at under 75%. Joe Murphy on the rush now. The defenseman Benning stepped on the puck and guard Butcher failed to clear it. Here's Yzerman now in deep behind the net. 15 seconds left in the power play.
Net off the moorings. Yeah.
There you see the net behind Capri. The way his club played on Tuesday night. We saw so much of that type of hockey last year, and we haven't seen quite as much of it this year. Canucks fail to clear. This is Yzerman to the point for Hallward. Quick shot, bounces in front, just wide of Probert. Tanti is out of the box, but the Wings still have the pressure on. Probert gets it to Gallant. Out to the point it goes now for Huda. In deep for Gallant. Gallant at the side of the net, tried to stuff it in front. Probert was checked, but gets control of the puck again. Slides it out now to Hallward. Hallward sends it back along the end boards for Yzerman. Yzerman checked there by Lidster. Now Probert gets a hold of it. Tried to feed the point, but it's picked off by Skriko. Petri Skriko across now for Smeal. Back for Skriko. His pass in front, and it was fired wide as Tanti moved in on the left wing, and the net came off the moorings one more time.
Tony Tanti back on the Vancouver bench. Almost got himself a goal as Stefan just got a piece of it a moment ago. Tanti knocked that post off the way Stefan got hurt in New Jersey, Dave. He told me the other day, he said, both my legs went numb. The back of the legs with no protection got rammed up in against the goalpost. Good thing for the Mignets, as they call them.
Now a line of Higgins, Shabbat, and Murphy. Murphy goes in to put a hit on Penning. And back come the Canucks down. On the attack. This is Skriko trying to get through. Couldn't get a shot away, and then O'Connell played it up the board. Murphy is there for Detroit. Butcher checks in. Now the puck comes loose.
We'll be in front and get up somebody back in front.
Now we're going to have a penalty, I believe, to Zombo, who was holding on to Skriko in the corner, and that came as a result of the Vancouver pressure.
Zombo too much of a hold on the Canuck player to the left to Stefan, and out come the shooters. For the Canucks, number 9, Tanti. There's a look at Zombo with a pretty good hold. Can't tell who it was down there. Couldn't see the number. Big Willie Huber, former Red Wing. 6'5", 230-pounder. Playing the right point on the power play.
Vancouver had 7 power play opportunities in their last game at home on Tuesday night. A 6-4 win over Pittsburgh, and they converted on 3 of those 7 chances. And now it is Adams to take the draw. He is out there with Hodgson and Tanti, but it's controlled here by Norwood. He hit Huber, and on a second effort, Norwood able to clear it down the ice. Randy Boyd has it now, back behind his own net. He'll start it ahead. He plays the left point, Huber on the right side right now. Dan Hodgson, who's been red hot since his recall from Fredericton, played it to the point. Now Veitch wraps it around behind his own net. Up the boards, Norwood chases and gets there to knock it away from Huber. Minute 25 left in the Red Wing penalty. 14:20 remaining. First period, no score, and we still haven't had our first shot on goal in the hockey game. Now Boyd plays it ahead. Tanti has it there. He'll just lift it in wide of Stefan. Norwood there first will lean into this one, and he gets it by Huber all the way down the ice.
It's an old dump it in, nobody going to get it. You can't get control of it like that. Red Wings easily get back, and Norwood blasts it all the way down.
Boyd again now for Vancouver. Sends it ahead center ice for Lanthier. Jean-Marc Lanthier gives it off to Lidster moving in. Lidster went behind the net, then hit the back of the net. O'Connell tries to clear. Held in by Benning, stolen, and cleared center ice.
That's onside, too.
Taken there by Ashton. He'll send it back toward the Vancouver zone. 35 seconds left in the Zombo penalty. Benning sends it across for Lanthier, and that'll be an offside pass.
A very choppy.
Getting another chance here. Played his first game of the season Tuesday night against Pittsburgh. Hallward sent it back to the Vancouver line. 20 seconds now remaining in the Zombo penalty. Benning drives it hard off the glass. Yzerman over there, 2 Canucks around him. Hodgson sends it back to the line. Lidster headed back away.
Klima's gone.
Klima's got the breakaway. Klima coming in on Caprice. And a save. A big stop there by Caprice. Klima was just hooked at the last second, but got off a good shot. And Caprice with those quick feet. Now here come the Canucks. A chance here, and Skriko's shot never got through. Zombo out of the box. And the Red Wings back at full strength. Klima does not have a point in the last 3 games, and that's his longest drought of the season. Here's a chance now for Oates moving in. Dropped it back. Ashton, and he fired it just high and wide. Now Oates trying to dig it away from Hodgson. Hodgson using the back of the net. Now it's played up the boards by Lidster, but held in there by Norwood. Here's Ashton. Now to Oates, a shot and a save. Caprice there. It's tipped away, but not out of the zone. And now Smeal gets over there to clear it back into the Red Wing end. So the Wings with some good opportunities. First shorthanded, and then immediately after killing the penalty. This pass for Ashton does not connect. It will not be icing because Ashton gets down there first ahead of Randy Boyd. But Peterson, the former Boston Bruin, clears it back the other way, and this will be icing against the Canucks as it is touched by Doug Huda.
At the blue line, the Vancouver Canucks actually gave up that puck. You can't give up the puck at the other team's blue line. Klima stealing that puck, went in on the breakaway, and I'll tell you, Frank Caprice had to be sharp to make the move, but he made a good save that has to give him the confidence he needs.
Caprice had to make a couple of other tough saves after that breakaway by Klima, and it's still a scoreless game. Stefan really hasn't been tested yet in the Detroit goal. Play in the Red Wing zone. Now a pass up at center ice to Shabbat. Shot into the Vancouver zone. Might be icing as Butcher gets to the puck in the corner. Icing is called as Joe Murphy bumped into Butcher in the corner. Joe Murphy wearing a number 10 for the Red Wings. Dark Butcher's done a pretty steady job in the Vancouver defense.
Ali has been an excellent defender for the last year, I would say, and so far this season. You know, he took a couple of hits earlier in the game from Higgins in the corner, but he wasn't going to stand by and take it for very long. When the referee turned his back, Butcher turned back to Higgins and pushed Higgins right into the Vancouver goalpost, so he's trying to set the tone early in the game.
Vancouver still has not been credited with a shot on goal. Detroit's had some opportunities on Caprice, but he's looked very sharp. He's only been charged, or rather Detroit's only been credited with 2 shots on goal so far, but one was on the breakaway by Klima. Play in the Detroit zone. Rich Sutter in the right corner digging for the puck along the boards. Butcher tried to keep it onside and couldn't. And it's cleared out to center ice where Benning got it off the boards. And Doug Wickenheiser shoots it in. Wickenheiser was wearing 17. Now he's number 14 in the Vancouver land. Sutter from the right corner trying to center the puck. Wickenheiser goes in after it, pumps back of the net. Quick Coxe after it there. Played it back to the blue line. A shot by Stanley is blocked. Coxe can't keep the puck onside. Now Coxe in the neutral zone. Shot the puck to the Detroit line. Blocked there. And cleared into Vancouver territory by Doug Hallward. Back for it is Lidster. No score, nearing the midway mark of the first period. Tanti takes a pass from Lidster, took a bump on the boards and lost the puck. Bridgman's pass is intercepted by Stanley, shooting the puck in the Red Wing zone. O'Connell from back of the net puts it hard around on the boards and down the ice. Icing indicated as Daryl Stanley goes to the puck, and icing is called on the Red Wings.
I think there's nothing better in the lineup than to have a guy like Stanley who can play both forward and both defense. Dougie Lidster's a guy who has got tremendous talent. What a year he had last season. Was really a stalwart for the Vancouver Canucks. Played about 40 minutes a game. I think there were some that were critical of the amount he did play because coming down the stretch, he did appear to be tired.
Got off to a rather slow start this season, but in recent games he's playing better and played a strong game against Pittsburgh, facing that big Mario Lemieux on Tuesday night. We're nearing the midway mark of the first period. Not dressed for the Canucks tonight are David Bruce with mononucleosis. Larry Melnick out with his eye injury after having surgery. Hopes to start skating in a couple of weeks. Canucks will really welcome him back in their lineup. And the big guy, Dave Richter, is out with a bruised knee. They hope to have him back in a week or so. Richard Brodeur is not dressed tonight. Kirk McLean's the backup goalie. Puck is shot in behind the Detroit goal. Adams going in after it. Lidster moves up to the puck near the corner, puts it around behind the net again. Darren Veitch gets possession there for Detroit. Fighting off the check of Greg Adams, cleared the puck outside the line where Tambellini knocked it down. His pass intercepted by Mel Bridgman, who shot the puck in the Vancouver zone. Stanley back for it, Bridgman after him. Stanley from behind the net. Feeds it up to Tanti. Tanti at center to Adams, coming in with Tambellini. The drop pass to Tambellini. In the right circle, cutting in on goal. Comes in front, he scores! Great goal by Tambellini. Hey, they're slow with the red light here. They finally turn it on, and the Canucks lead 1-0.
Well, there's no doubt about it. It was a fantastic play. Adams coming in over the blue line, and it seemed like 3 Detroit Red Wings hesitated, almost went to Adams, and of course that drop pass to Tambellini. All the Red Wings were standing still. That gave Tambellini the chance to move around wide, cut to the front of the net, and put some good moves on Stefan. And that he did. Actually looked like he slipped the puck right through the legs of Greg Stefan.
You know, Steve Tambellini in some circles has been criticized for not having a lot of courage. But boy, he went to the front of the net and scored the goal.
Well, it's tough to do. There wasn't a lot of room between the defenseman and the front of the net. You know you're going to get a chop from a stick when you go there, but he took the chop, made the play, and got the big goal.
Great goal at 10-10 of the first period. Vancouver leading 1-0. Here's a 2-on-1. Stan Smeel coming in. He shoots it tipped wide. And the puck is batted in behind the net. As Skriko and Smeel were on a 2-on-1. As they announced Tambellini's goal, Detroit comes to the attack. Gallant makes a nice move, coming in and drop pass, tipped away in the Vancouver zone, and Stan Smeel dumped the puck out to Hodgson on the left wing at center. Drop pass to Skriko, coming in on the left wing, drops it to Smeel. Backhands it near the net, it goes to the side of the goal. Hodgson fell, trying to get it to the point. Now Yzerman out for Detroit, the 22-year-old captain. Feeds it to O'Connell at the Vancouver line for Probert. Lost the puck to Jim Benning. Benning took it back at the net. Starts out on the right side. Here comes a Detroit delayed penalty. So Caprice is going to the bench for an extra attacker. Vancouver will have a man advantage as now they get Caprice to the bench for 6 attackers. Butcher starting out of his own zone with this Detroit delayed penalty. Puck is shot in by Lanthier. Easily handled back of the net by Stefan. So here comes the Detroit penalty. The score, Vancouver 1, Detroit 0. More Canuck hockey in a moment.
Red Wings nominate number 17, Gerard Gallant, 2 minutes for fight-checking. Penalty number 26. Wings penalty number 17.
Another penalty in the offensive zone, kind of penalty that drives the coaches crazy, actually. In the olden days, you'd never chase a guy in behind the net. Last time it was Gallant chasing Benning in behind the net, hooked, got his penalty.
Vancouver on a power play. Loose puck at the side of the Detroit goal, tapped in behind the net. Adams got it there, back to the line to Huber. Barely kept it onside. Crowd thought it came out. Now it's intercepted by Hallward, who clears it out to center ice. Ashton racing after it. Boyd gets the puck, puts it at the boards. Now it's taken by Tony Tanti. Tanti winding up in his own zone, comes to center ice down the middle. Slap the puck in. Bounces around on the boards to the left corner. Adams took a hit there. Tanti goes in to get the puck. Tanti from back of the Detroit goal at the right point to Boyd. Boyd shot. Ooh, tipped just wide. Huber at the left point. His long shot bounces off the target. And the puck is cleared down the ice into Vancouver territory. Caprice comes away out of his goal to control the puck as Shabbat was in there checking and went right past him. Tanti comes out the center. His pass steered away at the Detroit line. Here's a break for Burr. Burr cutting in on goal. He shoots wide. Oh, he crashes heavily into the goal. He fell over Frank Caprice. Shawn Burr and Caprice both shaken up in the collision as Burr went crashing into the crossbar after shooting wide. He was bumped while off balance by Benning.
Well, he did make a courageous play by going to the front of the net, but when he hit that crossbar, his helmet flipped off, and I believe he hurt his head on the post of the crossbar. So you want to put that helmet on, do the strap up tightly so it's not going to come off.
He shot wide, and then just then he got checked by Benning, And he flew right over the goaltender Caprice and crashed into the crossbar, and then, as you said, appeared to hit his head on the goalpost as he went down. The injured player is Shawn Burr of the Red Wings, with the Canucks leading 1-0 Vancouver on a power play for the second time in the period. Our contestant on the power play contest is Frank Charmley of Nanaimo, with an entry from Nanaimo over Wadey. And we have $108 in our power play jackpot right now, as they're working on